Shemai everyone, and welcome to this class on pen eye drawing. So today we're going to be learning more about the artist Mark Powell. We're going to be practicing our drawing skills, learning how to draw an eye using a biro pen, and draw an experiment on different material surfaces. So who is Mark Powell then? Well, Mark Powell is an artist based in London. He uses a big biro as his tool of choice, and he creates these beautiful, intricate portraits on antique documents. And you can see some of his work there. He uses unconventional materials to work on, such as newspapers, letters, envelopes, cardboard, lined paper, and many more. And you can see the amount of detail he gets into his portraits just using a pen. Powell started making these types of works when he was given an envelope from the front lines on World War I. On this envelope, he drew what he imagined the sender may have looked like as an old man. And his work is quite large scale as well. You can see a picture of him with it there. These are some pen techniques that we might want to explore in our own drawings. So let's have a look. We've got stippling, which is when you dot your pen. And then we've got linear hatching, which is hatching, so you're drawing lines going horizontal or across. And then we've got cross hatching, which is where you create these small little crosses. Scumbling, which is when you almost do like swirls. So you might want to use these to shade your drawings as well. So for your starter activity, what I'd like you to do, using a small piece of paper, is spend 3 minutes practicing these pen techniques. You can draw boxes if you'd prefer to, and we're doing this so you get used to drawing using a biro and making lines. So if you pause the video now, grab a small sheet of paper and a pen, just try out those little techniques. What we've got is scumbling, some hatching, and then some smaller lines of hatching going across. And try and only spend around 3 minutes on this, guys, okay? So hopefully you've warmed up now from your starter task, and we can move on to our Prif Tasg or main task. So using an unconventional material, for example, graph paper, lined paper, an envelope, a piece of newspaper, cardboard, a cereal box, etc. Draw an eye using a biro pen in the style of Mark Powell. So I want you to follow last week's video that we did, which is titled Eye Drawing Time-Lapse and Instruction with Miss.Evans on YouTube. But you can also scan that QR code on your phone camera if you'd like to, which will take you straight to the video. And you can see there my drawing, which I decided to do on a light green envelope. And I'm going to show you the video of that drawing now. But just make sure that you follow the step-by-step pencil drawing tutorial, because that will really help you get those realistic effects. Hi guys, and welcome to this biro drawing class. So we're going to be doing the eye that we did last week. So I'm going to be working from that video. The only difference is that I'm using an envelope as my unconventional material, and I'm using a biro, and I'm going to hope that this biro works because it's quite old. So I'm just going to do a draw along now, and hopefully you can do it with me. So last week I told you that we'd have to do the shape of the eye as if it looks like a leaf. So that's what I'm going to start off with, is with my outline. So I'm going to start from over here. Oh, there we go. It is working. I find it a little bit more tricky in pen, because you know that you can't rub it out. At least with pencil you have the kind of safety blanket that if it's not right you can take it off, but with this one we got to work at it a little bit more. So I'm just making my shape. If you're doing it on an envelope as well, you have to kind of hold down this part of the envelope. And my line, my top line and my bottom line. So I've just sped this up now, guys, because I'm following the same video as last week. I just wanted to show you and get you started with this new task today. As part of your main task today, what I'd really like you to do is annotate your work. So this can be done on the back of your drawing or underneath it. Below are some sentence starters to help you get started. So you could pause the video now if you want to use these. I've got this work is inspired by Mark Powell because I enjoyed using unconventional materials because I don't like this style of drawing because, or my favourite part of my drawing is ... because. So you can use those if you'd like to. If you want to use your own, that's fine. I'm just giving you some ideas and I've got the spelling up on the screen if you need it. Okay guys, so this is my finished eye. What I'd really like you to do now is on the back of whatever sheet you're using, write some annotation. So I'm going to say, this piece of work is inspired by Mark Powell's biro drawings. So write what it's inspired by and then perhaps say if you enjoyed it or not. So I like how, let's have a look at it again. So I like how realistic the eye looks. But next time, I think perhaps my shading could have been better over here. So I'm going to say that. Okay. So I wrote a lot of annotation there. If you just want to say what you like and what you don't like, that's fine. So write some annotation on the back or underneath your drawing if you have space. I didn't have space on the front. And this is a challenge task for the people that want to go above and beyond today. So if you finish your first eye, why not draw another one on a different piece of unconventional material, but make sure that you include all the annotation, and I will be giving out positive points. And if you're doing the challenge task today, your challenge task is to do it on a different material. So you'll have 2 by the end of the lesson. But I only want you to move on to the challenge task if this one is of really high quality. So if you feel like you've done everything, you're happy with it, it looks good, then you can move on, okay? But make sure this one is done first. I decided to do mine on newspaper. I'm not going to do a video again and talk over it. I'll just do a time lapse of me doing it on here. I might do it a little bit larger too, okay?